All right, now we will have to see if this ends up being the end of video 3 or the beginning of video 4, because I turned my phone off and I don't know if you can put 2 different videos together before loading. So clearly not a video editor, so I guess we'll find out, and we'll see what it ends up when we put it on. So what I did is went through this guy and added all of the jewels around. I think they look really fun. So time then to go ahead and do the top. What I want to do with this, because we do have so much sparkle, is I want to keep the top relatively simple. So I think I want to go around with this guy and then use this purple baker's twine to do the actual hanger. And I'm thinking might be able to do, well, maybe we only need one. Let's give it a try. I'm going to do it a little bit, different here. In that, oh man, making a lot of noise. Sorry about that. All right, so let's tie the knot this time first, and then we can go through and stick her in here. So just pull that on through. I don't think we need it to be super fancy. I thought about doing, more than one, but I think this is okay given all of the flair that we already have on there. So we might want to wrap that around twice. So I think what I want to do is we should glue it first. Make sure it's super solid, and then we'll just go all the way around. This is the Beacon 3-in-1. It works really well with, some porous things. It's a thick, very thick gel, but it holds really well. It is sticky though. Well, it's glue, so I suppose it should be, but you can get some stringies, kind of like you do with hot glue. So just something to keep mindful of while you're going through it. Do we need 2 or just 1? Let's just do 1. No need to make it more complicated than it needs to be. I love layers and lots of multiple stuff, but there is also a time to just keep it simple. Not something I'm very good at, but we'll give it a shot this time. We'll just hold that down for a second. Cap back on while we are waiting. All right, I think that's pretty good, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a clip on here so that we can let it dry and move on along. I think she's beautiful. Okay. Last one for him. I think what we should do, I want to add a little bit more gold, and I don't know if we'll be doing this for the other ones as well. actually, let's wait to do that until the end, just in case. All right, so what I have is I've got a whole ton of different pretty looking brown ribbons out of that Paper Studio pack, and I think I want to just do a load of them together. Like a whole ton, I think would be really pretty. So let's see. Better to make it longer than you need instead of shorter. So I'm going to cut these about here. Cut these guys, and what else do we want to put in with them? I think we want a little green. So let's add some twine. And would this baker's twine be too bright? Mixed in with the other, I think it's okay. So let's do that as well. So we'll clip this guy. Now, what is our best bet for hooking these all together? I'm thinking that we probably want to wrap it. Let's do like we would if we had a tassel. Let's start with one knot here around the bunch. Now, it would probably be easier if I would clip them together. Whoops, making a mess. Let's get them out of the way. Tying these guys together. Let's do one knot. Now, let's see if we can't wrap this a bit. Let's hold that down. Like we would. I might be all over the place. Sorry, guys. What if I hold that a little still for you and then go through like this? Now, here is our tail. Alright, let's try this way down on the bottom. Get this out of the way. We don't need that on there anymore. Alright, there's one. And two. Tight. And we can just make that be part of our top. Right, so there is our full holder. Now we just need to put it in here. So let's see if I can. I have a thought about how we might want to do this. If I can find a very small paper clip. Let's see if this works. I'm going to put him through here. Let's see if this will. Ugh. Beautiful. I love it. Perfect. Okay, now we have to make make sure that we've got, let's just pull it through farther, and we can go like this. All right, I think I found my new tool for putting, well, remember how I told you don't thread it through too hard and break it? Well, that's what I just did. All right, redo. This time we're going to go through the bottom one, and we're going to be more careful. It's okay. We will take care of it. That was unfortunate, but it goes on my tree, and I'm going to love him anyway. So we're going to try this again. Through here. And this time, we are going to be a bit more careful about getting them even at the start. I was trying to re-straighten this and was trying to scoot it to the side, and that is what broke it. So what we're going to do now is be very careful and be much more gentle pulling it through. I'm going to work it through carefully. And we are going to call that done. Now, for these pieces, I think I'm going to use my small knife. Where did it go? Here it is. I'm going to use my small knife and try to get these off. These sharp edges off. Yep. There we go. All right. All right, there's our hanger. We're not going to worry about too much perfection because we're going to break it like we did last time. Okay. Now, let's get those out. And we need to decide if we want anything else on here. That might be kind of cute. And that might be cute. Held on by a brad. Do I have any gold ones out? I do have these little star ones. How about, oops. How about putting it on with a tiny gold star? I think that would be cute. So let's go through here. And I think what I would like to do, hopefully I'm not too much in your way. I think what I'd like to do is put it through this ribbon here. And perhaps hold these together as well. So what I'm looking at is using these ribbons that already have the holes, have the wider, that might be too much. Maybe just through these two. All right, because we want them to be tight. I'm probably all over the place. Let's see here. Let's have it be tight. Go. I'm sure there's probably a much easier way to do this than me fumbling around like I'm doing. I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing here. All right, let's see. Is that going to hang well and properly and nicely? Yeah, I actually think it probably will. What do you think? Should we have done more, less? We might want just the touch of gold that we were talking about. And I might want to move that a little as well, but that's okay. We don't need it to be exactly perfect. So this little brush is called Wink of Stella. I only have a couple of these, but they're gorgeous. What they are is a super, oh, come on, open. They are a super shimmery, sparkly paint marker. And I'll show you what it looks like on just a piece of, where's it? Just a piece of white paper. Here we go. So I don't know if you can quite see that shimmer. I think you can, but it's also buildable, so you can go even more. Get tons and tons of glitter. So I think what I would like to do is let's go around our butterfly here. Make her just, oh goodness, that popped right out. Okay. Let's see if we can soak any up. Well, either we're going to have, I'm not sure why I don't have a paper towel close enough. All right, here we go. Paper towel to the rescue. We'll see what it gets us. Pretty all right. So I must have been squeezing the bottle a little bit too hard and ended up squeezing out a lot. That's all right. Just gonna watch it a little better here. Oh, I think what I have is a leak. Yep, because I see this building back up again. Watch it. That's a shame because I really love this thing. It's so beautiful. I would hate to think that I'm wasting any of it by making a big mess. All right. So let's see. What do we want to do to remedy some of that? We can, let's edge the whole thing. That might help a little. Do all our edges. We'll get just a touch. Maybe we'll just smear it out a little bit all the way around. that might blend that in a little bit more. So that might get us to an okay spot. We'll just keep going all the way around. And there's my big dump again of stuff. All right, let's spread it out. Maybe we just want to do a little bit more. And then, oh goodness sakes. This thing's making me a little crazy, guys, I gotta say. Want it to leak. I love this thing. All right, there. I think we've salvaged our giant oopsie spill. I think that is okay. All right. We're gonna not push our luck on that one anymore. All right, so let's see now what we ended up with. This guy is done. So we do need to add some things here. This will, okay. We need one more. We left it pretty simple, but we need one more little bit of something fancy at the top. And here is the other piece of that, or another piece of that necklace, and I think that is just perfect, just enough. So what I would like to do is I'm gonna grab some pliers. Let's grab a couple pairs of pliers. And let's go ahead and use the jump ring to actually attach it. Which one should we use? How about one of these? The other thing I want to do is I want to bend that guy down a little bit so it just hangs a little nicer down with the other blue. I could have used my ones over there. Okay. So let's open this up. When you're opening a ring, I'm sure everybody knows you just go sideways. Never open because you'll never get it straight again. So, shall we? Go through here. If we do, will that hang in the front? Yes. And it's not going to fall out. Okay. Now we're just going to pull these back together, overcorrect just a touch. And now, here is our final look. So fun, super obnoxious, in the best kind of way for our Christmas ornament cats. All right, so let's take a peek at what we've got. We've got our super fancy jeweled one here. We've got our gold accent, nice fella here in green. We've got our little purple buddy with some, oh gosh, look at all the gold on my fingers. It made my brain turn off. With a little lace and hand-dyed tie. And then, of course, last but not least, our green and orange fella here with our little multicolored dangle, little keychain, and our ribbon with the brad. So here we are with our finished set. Thank you again to everybody for hanging in there with me and watching this till the end. And we will catch you next time. Thanks so much. Bye.